So our first presenter this morning is Ann Michaels, who is the founder of Green Pastures Living. I'm going to stop my share so Ann can pull up her share while I read through her bio. Ann loves to create and has a heart for people. She is now mixing all of her skills, talents, gifts, and experience into her current creation, Green Pastures Living. It's an innovative approach to senior housing that is small scale and in rural communities. It is for those who wish to age in place in familiar environments of abundant green and growing spaces. Likewise, you can find Ann there now in her many garden areas, either at home or with her county's Master Gardener Volunteer Program. She also worked at in-home senior care for 5 years, where she witnessed the many possibilities available for better living in the aging process. Personally, Ann has gone through this with her own father when there was no opportunities for rural senior housing for him. She desires to use her experience in human services she desires to use her experiences and human service expertise to maximize the best possible transition into senior housing for all involved. Don't bet against her. She's also a mom of twins, which has taught her how to handle many tough challenges. Discover how Ann is crafting Green Pastures Living into a sustainable legacy for rural communities. I'm excited to introduce Ann Michaels.
Thank you for that introduction and this amazing opportunity through Doyenne. I'm Ann Michaels, founder and board president of Green Pastures Living. Growing up in rural Wisconsin, I've always been nurturing people and plants, as you see me watering my mom's tulips. There we go. Throughout my entire human service career, my greatest challenge so far was personally walking through this season of my father's declining health. It was a heartbreaking reality to witness him being forced to leave his rural roots in a time he was losing so many other things beyond his control. Since his passing in 2017, I've been working to create Green Pastures Living, which provides affordable housing and assistance to resources for senior citizens who live in rural areas and wish to remain rooted in rural living. My father was not alone. You can see from this map how much of Wisconsin is considered rural and statistically older when compared to urban areas. Green Pastures Living is working to solve the problems of few options for rural senior housing, our growing aging population, providing healthcare access in rural areas. Green Pastures Living plans to serve the middle market, as illustrated on this graphic. These are individuals with a combined income, annuitized assets, and housing equity in a range of $45,000 to $85,000 annually. This retired workforce doesn't qualify for government assistance and can't afford large suburban senior complexes, nor do they wish to locate there. Staying home is just not a safe option anymore. 90% of seniors want to stay home, but their houses lack the necessary structural features to make it a viable, safe option. And only 10% of houses have accessibility features. As seniors age, they have more and more difficulty getting around their house. Green Pastures Living solves these challenges by creating a unique small-scale housing that's affordable, safe, and in a community they've always been engaged in and invested in. We provide resources for them to age in place, such as in-home caregiving, so they can remain rooted in rural living. There really is no direct competition to this concept. The closest competition has higher prices and is located in urban areas. Green Pastures Living began in 2019 with an initial investment. We're supported by SCORE Mentoring in developing our business plan. This year, we received our IRS approval as a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Throughout this time, we've been networking with future partners and researching ideal communities. As a board of directors, we are establishing our policies of admission and procedures, as well as exploring the financing options with grants and foundations. With our initial housing project, we plan to build and learn from our first site. Our fundraising goal for this phase is $200,000. From there, we will grow and reproduce with a scattered 3 to 4 unit housing program using a combination of housing grants, loan, and ongoing donations. With our proven model and momentum, we will expand into new areas as we achieve more community buy-in, leveraging our equity and contributions. Our residents' costs per unit will be based on the parameters which the U.S. government sets for affordable housing. The residents' life lease would be a one-time $150,000 payment drawing from their current home equity, with an ongoing monthly fee of $1,200. This entry fee model is an industry standard in senior housing. The value we are offering supports what the 2019 research has shown, that low-income older adults have better health in rural areas of the country. With this 5,000 Doyenne award, we plan to use the 1,000 for launching our fundraising campaign and the 4,000 to help with the purchase or renovation costs with our pilot program. We look forward to this exciting opportunity to meet a growing need. I'd like to conclude with a quote from Bishop Yvette Flunder: "What we do not have, we must create." I want to thank Doyenne for this opportunity to create one-of-a-kind housing where seniors can thrive in a place where they desire to remain rooted in rural living. Thank you.